Good morning everybody, Nick from Meat Smoke Fire here for cook number 91, I think. Not bad. Anyway, we're getting there towards that party at 100. Can't wait. Anyway, but it won't be on Christmas Eve. Yeah, great week this week. After 9 years of having registered with Environmental Health, they came and did their first visit. And we passed with flying stars. So we should get our little sticker that we can put on the porch to say we've got X number of hygiene rating stars. And I think the number's 5. Anyway, had a great class yesterday. We had Mark Blundell, ex-Formula 1 racing driver and winner of Le Mans, and his 2 sons and some other cracking customers. So it was the last one. So what a great finish, apart from the weather. But that's how it goes. Right, today, 3 cooks. And we're going to do it all on rotisseries. So I've got the mini max of the rotisserie, and I've got 2 larges with rotisserie. So the whole thing is going to be on the rotisserie, apart from I might do some flatbreads in the Della Vita in the pizza oven. So I might need to put a log on there in a minute, so somebody remind me to do that, otherwise it will go out. So yeah, 3 cooks a day. We had Miles from Morgan's Butchery at Benenella's farm shop here yesterday. He kindly came and did a demo for the guys of how to chop up a lamb shoulder. So we've got a lamb rump, we've got a few other bits, but one of those we're going to cook today. And we're going to do it on the rotisserie, obviously. We saw Genevieve Taylor at Sizzle Fest last weekend, and she did a rolled bavette or rolled skirt steak. And so we're going to do something like that. Sort of like hers, but not like hers, because she did it on a grid, didn't do it on a rotisserie, and didn't do it with the ingredients on top. So sort of like it, but not. And then we are going to do some celeriac. Now, lots of people don't like or don't know about celeriac, so we're going to do a celeriac, and we're going to do that with a honey and chilli and lemon baste. So it should be lovely. Anyway, let me grab this. On camera, in a winter gear, Andrea! It's not that bad, you can go to the fire for a sec, Andy.
Yeah, I will.
Yeah. Poor girl, she gets cold, but we've got the RB73 on. It is kicking out today.
Yeah, so I'm
It's
staying
lovely.
here
Yeah. At the bar, we got Mama. She's changed seats and she's on the red today. So we got lamb and beef, so she's on the red. And we got Helena on the typing.
Morning.
Answering the question.
Can I do a quick shout out?
Oh, quick shout out, go.
Yeah, can I do a shout out for Paul from the Mindful Belly, who tomorrow is running the London Marathon.
Oh, of course.
He's been training really
Good
hard.
luck.
And he's doing it for a really great cause, so I just wanted to give him a shout out. So we'll be thinking of you
Good
tomorrow.
luck, Mindful Belly.
Can you, Paul, if you're on,
He is on.
oh,
He's joined.
share your link, put it in there for your charity link that Tom Kerridge shared the other day, because Paul works at Tom Kerridge's place. There's me talking, looking at Helena and talking to you, but yeah, Paul came in our classes and now works for Tom Kerridge, which is excellent. So share your link, Paul. Everyone sponsor him, please. Right, anyway, pass it back to Andrea.
Thank you.
Right, let's
Right.
go over.
You're going to have to shout because I'm stuck. Oh,
No,
no.
come back over here. It's not that cold today. It's actually warmer today than it was yesterday. I mean, the classes this year, we started on April the 1st and it snowed, and yesterday it was cold, it was windy, and it rained massively in the afternoon, but because with the rents and we shut the roof, it was fine. Right, let's crack on. So let's just let's go first. We'll do the beef, we'll get it ready. So I have, and I've already cut it. I didn't want to see you slicing my fingers off and so on, but I'll show you what I did. I've got a piece of skirt steak here. I'm going to put it on the board. Let's get rid of that. Under there. So, wasp. So, a lovely piece of skirt steak here. And what I have done is I've run the knife through it. If I can find out which end. Get away, Mr. Wasp. So I've basically, it's like that. I cut it in half and then I've cut it again. So I've rolled it out. Now, if you look at this skirt steak, it's important. Can you see the grain of the meat is going that way? Okay. So what we're going to do with this, we're going to fill it, stuff it, and then we're going to roll it that way. Roll it up nicely with some ingredients in there. We're going to put the skewer through it, and then when we take the skewer out, we're going to chop it into rounds that way. So you're chopping across the grain. Look at the wasps. Where'd they all come from?
I know, just literally.
Anyway, right, they're like me, it's that time of year. So we've rolled it out. Look at the lovely marbling on that. So we're going to get that. I'm just going to wipe my hands and then we'll grab a few ingredients and put them on. So, should be washing them, but let's do this. Right, so firstly, I've got some basil straight out of our garden, straight from behind Andy. So we're just going to put bits of basil on there. This is going to have sort of an Italian feel to it. Yeah, basil is amazing, and it's grown so well outside this year. I don't think we've ever had it grow. Yeah, so it's been what? Oh, log, yeah, thank you, Mama. Right, let's do that quickly in a sec. I'll just put a few more bits of basil on, get this rolled a little. So, I think Genevieve did it with some andouille, but I haven't got any, so I'm going to go with a little bit of chilli. My knife is here, so I'm just going to chop this chilli up. Probably enough. Bit of chilli in there. So all of this is going to go through. That'll give it a nice bit of spice when we go for this. And we're going to serve this with a little tomato salad. So I'm going to grate in over the top a little bit of parmesan.
Nick, what
Yeah.
would be the approximate weight of a stir?
Oh, that's a good question. I don't. Probably about 800 grams, something like that. I don't know. I just took it out. I bought a big bit and took it out the packet. So, little bit of parmesan on there. Let's do this log. Before I forget, we're just on time. Nearly gone out. On that. Let's put a little bit on. Little bits always get going faster. Just want to keep this going. So we're going to do some flatbreads. It's probably way too many, but anyway, there you go. Right. Sorry, Andy. Do you want to go that way? Andrea. I always call her Andy. Never going to learn that one.
No,
You just have to
sadly.
You're just going to have to stick with it. Sorry?
And in the pot.
Pound in the pot for every time I do it. No, I don't need salt on here. I've got the cheese, but I am going to put a little bit of black pepper. So just coarsely ground black pepper in there. That's good. And then we're going to roll this. So I'm going to take this end, just roll it over, so we have a lovely. When we cut through it, you should see all this lovely spirals. Right, I have some butcher's string. I'm not very good at butcher's knots, so forgive me. Miles yesterday came and did this great demo, showed them how to do a butcher's knot. So he said, put it over your finger like that, and then you do, and we missed it. So now I've forgotten how to do it. I'm doing it my way.
Just do it like you wrap Helena's Christmas presents.
You having a laugh?
Mm-hmm.
Andrea knows that she wraps most of my Christmas presents. Is that true? No, I don't. I'm not that bad.
No, I wasn't involved in it last year.
So yeah. So if you want to learn how to do butcher's knots, there is a guy called Scott Rea, and he has a thing on YouTube called the Scott Rea Project. It's all about different butchery techniques. It's brilliant. Look him up and look at how he does it, because it works, and it's how I learned. But I'm sure Miles doesn't do this, passing it underneath and doing anything like that. But his butchery tying was very good yesterday. Obviously, it's what he does for a living. They do something like a big loop, and then I don't know how it works, but I will get him to teach me one day. I don't know if I'll put a couple more on. So, are there any questions, Helena?
No,
any comments? Sorry to those of you who are at Sizzle Fest who we missed. I mean, Sizzle Fest is it's run by SoCal barbecue shop, or SoCal. They're a gas centre, really. So it's run by Charles there. It's only in their car park, so it's not very big at all. I mean, you know, probably 3 times the size of our garden, something like that. But there were people there I wanted to catch up with, and we never saw them. And I don't know how you can't see them in somewhere so little. We were there nearly 6 hours and didn't see them. So, very weird. But barbecue shows, not really our thing, but it was just nice to catch up with people. Especially Sue Stoneman. Is she on? Haven't seen Sue, but lovely Sue, who's quite often the cooks, was there. I know she's Team Red. It was lovely to catch up with her. Right, first one done. Let me just grab a skewer. That's nice and warm. Good for the paintwork.
Okay, Nick, so I've got a question.
Yes.
Annabelle.
Yep. Let's go over so that they can hear Helen.
Pardon?
Said she's a little bit confused. She's just got an egg, so very new to it. What is the bit you put the logs in?
The fire bowl,
Yeah, but you don't put logs.
you don't put logs in, you put charcoal in there. All of them are running on charcoal. So yeah, no.
Can you show in that one?
If I open this one up, there's our celeriac, there's a spoiler. 2 celeriac, and I'll tell you what I've done with those in a minute, but I will just lift out. I've got some extras in here, but if you look in the bottom, there is just charcoal in there. It's not very bright because I've got this really low. It's just ticking over.
So you've got lots of stuff on your website.
Yeah, if you look at my website or my YouTube channel, there's a loading and lighting video on the YouTube channel. Have a look at that and it'll tell you exactly how to do it. People in the class yesterday were commenting on how they struggled to get their eggs going. They're following some instructions.
Oh, maybe she means the Delavita.
Oh, on the Delavita.
Right.
Right,
Thanks, John.
no worries.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the Delavita. So what was the question? What have I got my logs in? This thing is the Kamado space. So, anyway. Right, we'll carry on with this, Andy.
Yep. That's £1.
Pound. Oh dear.
Yeah.
You could donate it to Run for Teddy.
I'll do it. We'll do it for Paul.
That's about
Teddy.
72 quid so far this morning.
Yeah, thank you. I'm just going to take my skewer. I'm going to try and get it right through the middle of this. So I've tied it nice and tight. Going to push it through. Now, don't worry that these bits, the spiky bits, aren't going to hold the meat. They'll just be there to support it. I'm going to chuck it on. And that is just going to roll like that. Now, I don't want it to be too fat because I need the heat to get into the middle. I'm not going to bother with a temperature probe. I'm just going to stick it on. We want to get the middle so it's cooked. So for beef, you need, sort of 52 minimum in the middle. I want this egg at 200, 220 because I want to sear the outside. So I'm going to open it up. Pop it in. Oh, I'll come around that side and turn it on. That always helps. And we're just going to let that spin. I might put a little bit of oil over it just to give it something to get that skin, to get that beef going. A little drizzle. This will flare up in a minute, but once we shut the lid, it'll be fine. There we go. That's something to baste it with, and then we're just going to close the lid. Spot on. Shut that down a bit. 180, no, 200, 220 probably on there. You want, just so you get some nice colour onto the outside of the steak, outside of the skirt. Yep, we're coming back over for a question.
So I'm afraid I don't know the person's name. They are YMO10.
YMO10. Morning YMO10.
How do you avoid overcooking the chicken or turkey when using the rotisserie?
It's not a problem. Absolutely not a problem. But I always use a meter, so it's a thermometer. You stick it into the fattest part of the meat and you just cook it until the turkey, the chicken reaches, well, turkey can actually do a little bit lower, but officially 74 degrees. So,
Over smoking?
over smoking?
Yes.
I think you meant
Yeah,
overcook
no, you
it.
didn't.
said
You said overcook.
overcook it.
Sorry,
Over smoke it.
Sorry, my fault.
So get your egg warm before you put anything onto it. So light it, get it up to temperature, get it to 180, leave it for 20 minutes. That will get rid of all the, when charcoal's cold, you get sort of this acrid taste that comes off it. So get your egg warm before you put your meat onto it. So get it ready to cook, get everything warmed up, probably half an hour in advance. Then put your chicken or turkey in there. If you don't like it smoky, don't use any wood chips or chunks. Just use charcoal. You'll see on these, there's hardly any smoke coming out of the eggs. The charcoal really doesn't give that much smoke off once it's warm. The key is, the thing that most people do is when they're new to it, the first time they use it, they get their egg, they see it's 180, they chuck the meat in there, and it's really not started warming up yet, and you get this really acrid, smoky taste to it. So get your egg hot first, and then, you know, wait a little bit, then put the meat on. You'll be burning so little charcoal, you're not wasting anything really. So that's my top tip. Right, good?
I have also said, whilst I don't like to mention the C word, as in Christmas, if there are any suggestions that people would like us to do.
Other than turkey.
Well, yeah, unfortunately. Guess what the first one is?
What?
Go on.
First
What's
what?
the one Sol always
Beef
wants
Wellington.
to
Beef
do?
Wellington.
Yes.
Yeah, we'll do a beef Wellington. We've said that for 2 years, we'll do one.
Right, let's put a date in the diary and make sure Sol's available.
Yeah, we'll do that. So beef Wellington's so nice. We'll do it on the eggs, brilliant.
I love it.
Yeah, but we might not do it with the mushroom duxelle, we'll probably do it with the chicken liver pate, because I like to be a little bit different. So, yeah.
Okay, you're on. So
Half
that's
fat.
That's
Perfect. Right. I should. Oh no, we were good. We're putting more meat on, so I don't need to wash it down at the moment. I'm going over there to grab the meat, but it's here. Right. Second piece up. This is the lovely. It's only little, but that's absolutely fine. Miles did a brilliant demo. Have a look at the photos. You'll see the 4 cuts. So he took a leg of lamb. He deboned it for us. He showed us all the different cuts. So this is the top rump part of it. We've got a top side joint. We've got a butterflied leg portion, and we've got a lamb shank. So we've got 4 different cuts from one leg, and it was brilliant just to watch him take it apart and see how much meat was in there. But we're going to do this. It's already rolled. You see his knots are prettier than mine.
I tried to look at the knots.
Yeah, there you go, look. I won't hide them. You know, typical butcheries, put some rosemary on there to make it look pretty. So we're just going to take that I'm going to just put a bit of salt over that. It's got nothing on that, it's just the lamb leg. What was really, let me grab this, but what was really good that Miles talked about yesterday is the difference between buying supermarket meat and butchers buying meat from the farmers. And you know, while he talked about having a field full of cows, and they will grade the quality of the cows, and the supermarket will be buying the lowest quality, whereas the butchers will be buying the highest quality. And it's the same with lamb and so on. So this piece of lamb, it's just going to be so nice. So a little bit of salt on it, and we're going to keep this super simple. So again, I'm going to do this one on the Minimax. So same skewer on the LetzQ, and push it straight through the middle. Probably easier said than done. Right, we're good. And again, we'll just put you don't need the points to go into it necessarily, just to hold it in place. I'm just going to tighten them by hand. So we've got that little lamb rump. Now this, I want to keep pink in the middle. I want to serve it rare. So around 50 degrees. So we're going to take that off a little bit earlier. I haven't got a thermometer in it, I'm just going to wing it. Egg at 200. Oh, I forgot about my pepper, Andy.
Uh-oh.
Well, it's a bit nuked. That's twice I've forgotten it. Yeah, another pound. Paul's doing well this morning. Right, so we'll pop that in there. We'll turn that one on. Oh. And that's just going to spin. Again, I'm going to put a little bit of oil on it. Just to start it off. Just to give it some baste for it. It'll smoke a little bit now. It will stop in a second. Can't believe I did that to pepper. LetzQ, it fits the Minimax. It's better with the Minimaxes that have the quadrillink bands, the new Minimaxes, but it does work on the old ones. Same with the medium. Right, let's clear this board down a tiny bit. I'm going to prep some other stuff. A bit of tissue. Oh, that's going nicely. That's going to be great for our flatbreads.
Harold.
Morning, Harold.
Has
Yeah.
just asked.
How on the go, Randy?
Another pound.
Pound in the pot.
Oh, that's £3 to the Paul, the Teddy
I think it's
fund.
at least that. Are you keeping track, Mum?
Yeah, she is. Thanks.
10 so far.
Oh,
Best recipe for the rotisserie with the carousel.
best recipe. Ribs, You've got the carousel with the baskets, ribs, any veg. The only thing you can't do with the carousel is stack it too high because it just tips. So when I first got it, I thought, oh, it's brilliant. I'm going to show off and I'm going to do 6 pheasants on there. And so I spent about a day and a half plucking, drawing, doing the whole thing. Well, it wasn't quite that. It was about 6 hours. They looked amazing. And then I put the first 2 on the carousel and they tipped out and fell in the charcoal. So slim things. So ribs. There is a different one out there and they on the market. Similar idea, and they call it the ribbulator. It's perfect for long racks of ribs and just spin them round.
Okay, so yeah. Another question.
Or veg, lots of veg.
Someone's asked, should they use a full bed of coals in the basket or bank to one side and use a drip pan? Anything to be gained from either method? I
always do mine, just full bed of coals, straight over it. I don't get this banking it to the side. Anything that drips down will vaporise, come back as smoke your food. Yeah, I don't get, all the Kamado Joe guys seem to push it all to the sides and want all their fat not to vaporise, but then we'll put wood chips and chunks onto smoke. Yeah, I don't bother, it's fine.
We do use a drip pan sometimes.
Not when we're smoking this, unless we've got something really fatty, maybe a duck you might want to do that, but even then I don't. The only thing that we failed to cook on the rotisserie was a goose. If you look back at one of the previous cooks, it was just way too fatty, way too smoky. And even I think if you banked the coals, it wouldn't have worked. But no, I don't bother. And it doesn't seem to impact. It just makes it harder. Right. 2 celeriacs. So they are warm because this egg has still been on, but they're all right. No, they're... so what I've done, you can see them steaming. Hopefully, can you see it steaming?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, not with celeriacs. I've skinned them, I peeled them, and what I did with these, one of them I tried to cook low and slow on here. So this one, it's got more colour. I did it 110. It didn't cook very well. The second one I steamed. And it's cooked brilliant. If anything, it's overcooked. So what I ended up doing with this one is then steaming that as well. So the technique is definitely to steam it, but if you want a bit of colour on it like this, then do it in the egg a little bit, but then steam it in your steam oven or in a steamer or whatever. Took about an hour and 15 to steam that so it's soft. So I'm going to put it on the rotisserie.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Excellent.
So let's get one of these. They're going to go in there anyway. Get another rotisserie. Gone all out today. And what we're going to do, you'll see this one should slide on quite easily. I'm just going to put it straight through the base, straight through the middle. Easy. This one might be a little bit more difficult because it's a little bit less cooked, but not a lot. That's fine.
You made that look so easy.
Yeah. We're going to put them on. In fact, I don't need the spikes all the way through them, and we're going to let those spin. Now what I want to do is get it, they're already pretty much cooked through because I've steamed them. So 180, 200, we're going to pop them on there and they're already spinning. So we're just going to get a bit of colour onto those, but we're going to baste them. So let's make a baste for those.
Okay.
So in my little pot, let me just wipe this down with some antibac.
So the lovely Paul Parsons is on this morning.
Morning, Paul. How is it? Are you in Melbourne?
I think he must be because he said daylight saving had just started, which I think is like probably possible to join.
Okay. So Paul came on one of our classes, but lives in Melbourne and Sydney. Is that the furthest anyone's come
Melbourne
from?
and Sydney.
Melbourne in Australia, sorry. Oh, thank you.
Oh, hello. I've asked for some Christmas cocktail suggestions. Oh, yes.
Oh.
Negroni is the first one.
Negroni for Mama, good. I don't know if you can hear Helena. Just shout if you can't, because then she can...
Shout.
Yeah. Right, let's get some chilli. In fact, where's that other one?
You've used one.
Oh,
There's another one
enough.
there.
It's not big enough. We'll do this one. So, we're going to get some chilli. I'm just going to dice it, just get it nice and fine. So I want a little bit of spice. And chilli and honey go really well together. So into our one of the big green egg sauce basting pots, we're going to put our chilli in there. We're going to put some honey. So I've got some Spanish runny forest honey, which should be lush. That'll do for basting. Going to get some lemon juice in there, just to give it a bit of acidic taste. And we're going to whiz that up. Oh, something's smelling good.
That'll be the celeriac, I think.
Right. And what I might do is just warm this up in the pizza oven. So let's chuck that in. Let's pop it on the edge there with a handle out to the side so it doesn't get too hot. But remind me, it will be hot. Yeah, right. So while that is warming up, ready to baste, let's talk about our flatbreads, because we're going to get some flatbreads. Oh, let me show you some other things I've made this morning. So, super simple. It's a pickled red onion relish. We're going to put this on the lamb flatbreads. We love it.
Yeah.
It's basically one red onion, the juice of one lime, a teaspoon of sugar, a teaspoon of salt, and then you just mix it up. And you could add some coriander to that, but it's just pickled.
It really is a nice addition to that, isn't it? When we do the...
Yeah, so this, just super easy. And shout out to Luke from High Grange, Devon, who was cooking at Sizzle Fest for Big Green Egg. I saw he'd made tons and tons of something looking very similar. If you're ever down in Devon, go to Luke's cookery school. He has the most beautiful location and his food is incredible. You've seen us do this before, make this before. We've made a little raita. So some Greek yogurt, half a cucumber, some mint from our garden, clove of garlic, crushed.
Raita or tzatziki? What's the difference?
Sorry, tzatziki. I did this wrong last time. I got pulled up by Ross, didn't I? Tzatziki, sorry.
Thank you.
Yeah, raita's Indian. There's not a lot of difference, to be fair.
No, that's why I was asking.
Yeah,
I wasn't being...
but yeah, a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper in there. Anyway, they're going to go on a flatbread. Right, let's try these. Don't worry about it, it's gone.
Missed that, sorry.
Let me get it before it lands on the fire. Whoop. Pop it all in here for now. Right, flatbreads. I'm trying something new. Don't know why. Must be mad. So if you look on our website, we do a recipe for flatbreads. So it's basically our normal bread recipe with some sugar in it. We also do a new recipe for naan breads. So the flatbread recipe uses yeast. The naan bread recipe uses baking powder as its raising agent. So I've sort of done a mix of those two.
Sorry, I had something crawling up my hand. That's why they didn't see you when you were talking there. I'm so sorry.
You're right there, Andy.
Yeah, I got a bug.
Do you want me to take that for a second?
Yeah, it's all right.
Is it still crawling up your arm? So I've done a mixture of those two. So I've got, it's not strong white bread flour that we'd use in our yeast one. It's plain flour that we'd use in our naan. But it is baking powder like the naan. It's the sugar from the bread one. So it's a bit of a mixture. So it might not work.
Okay. Can I,
Yeah, question.
could you recap what went into the red onion?
Oh, red onion.
Yes.
I'll put it on the website. But it's one red onion, juice of one lemon, teaspoon of sugar, teaspoon of salt. That's it. Simple as that.
You said
Four-
lime.
Did I say lime? It's lemon. Lemon, sorry. Thank you, Mama.
It's going really well.
Oh, thank God that was the last class. Now we can concentrate on these. Right. Oh dear. Right, I'm going to flour this board a little bit. I've cleaned it down. So we're going to give this a go. And what we found, if you look at our naan bread technique, it uses a cast iron pan. Now I'm not going to do that. I'm going to use the pizza oven. Oh, let's get that. Yeah, let's get that off in a sec. So I'm going to try the first one. We'll get another log in there because it's good to have a rolling flame over the top. So take, how big was that? Like just a bit bigger than a golf ball.
Yeah.
A bit bigger than about a golf ball and a bit. And what we want to do is roll these out pretty flat. Now it's quite a sticky dough. So it has got some egg in it. It's got some milk in it. So it's it really is this is halfway between our flatbread and our normal flatbread and our naan. But I just wanted to see what would happen. See if we could do a flatbread recipe, but with baking powder instead of yeast. So this might not work. Right, lovely flatbread. Let me get this honey out and then we'll do a quick baste. Steal that.
Cool, you can smell that.
Yeah, it's bubbling away, just caught that.
Nice.
I'll come over here. And these. You see that all right, Andy? Oh, it smells delicious.
Yeah.
I'll have to make more of this. I'm going to use it all in the first lot. Oh, look at that. You got all the way around yet? Oh, sorry, it's a bit smoky. I'll pop that shut. Just pop this over here on the hot bit. Perfect. Right. So back to our flatbread. Good. I'm going to put one more log on just to get a rolling flame. That'll go in there. That should go. A bit like when you're making it. Look at these wasps are like my flatbread. A bit like when you're making pizza, you need a flame to come over the top so it'll cook the top of it. I'm just going to push everything back then. There we go. Okay, hang on, let me get Andy over.
Sound in the pot.
Oh,
I asked.
that's
for-
£11, Paul.
So lunch and munchins on today.
Morning,
Simon
Simon.
has just said Mama's cocktail. I made one for last year's Smoke and Fire comp, which came second. It's a smoky orange and bourbon affair, which I called a rear axle, mainly because you'll be on your arse after a few.
Nice.
Probably shouldn't say it on there.
Yeah, no. Is it a bit like an old-fashioned? I've done a smoked, a burnt orange old-fashioned. That's on the website, the recipe for that. That sounds good, Simon. Nice to have you on. Yeah, Simon's based down in Fleet and runs a company called Lunch and Munchin. And they do all sorts of barbecue food and serve it. So if you're ever down that way, look him up. Yeah. Right, where's my oil? Now what we found is it's good. A little bit of oil on the top of your flatbreads. I have another basting brush here. Just gonna. You alright, Andy?
Yeah, wasps.
Oh, another pound. The wasps, yeah, the wasps are out. I'm gonna get my pizza peel. Put it on, and we'll take it over. We've got a good flame in there. This is gonna be hot. This is gonna cook fast.
Yeah.
So we're gonna go in.
Have your wits about you, Nick.
Yeah. Got my turning peel, but what you should see is it will hopefully, oh it is, it's good. Well, the corner's going. Can you see it already?
Yeah.
Sorry, it's a bit smoky.
I'm not sure. Oh, yeah.
There you go.
Look at that go.
So,
Do your thing.
just swivel it a bit. What I don't want to do is burn the back. That is puffing up nicely. That works. So it's going to be a bit like a naan, a bit like a flatbread. Well, not a flatbread, a pita bread. It's definitely not going to be flat the way it's puffing up.
I'm not sure they can.
They can see it.
It's not. I'm not doing a very good job on the camera today. I think I've been out of. Look at that bad boy. Lush.
That should be. I'm going to give it a tiny bit more at the edge. We'll do a few more. I've done these because we've got kids coming over, so there'll be something they can eat for lunch. We'll take that over. That's looking beautiful.
Oh,
Good. I'll make another one just so you can have quality control. Let's do one more. Let's have a look at how these are doing. So our lamb is looking nice. Fat's crisping up.
oh,
going through. I'm going to grab a thermopen and see how we're doing.
That smells lush.
Yeah, don't want to overcook it. No, it's still quite cold in the middle. This is going to take a little while. Might run over on this one. We'll have to take an end off or something. Let's have a look at this one. Oh, that's not doing too badly. Another 10. I might turn it up just a bit. I think that could handle a bit more heat on the outside and it will speed it up. So we're going to open that. Do the same for the lamb a little bit. Let's have a look at our celeriac. Put a little bit more based on. Might just get a little bit more honey for that. Hang on a sec, Andrea. Got it right that time.
Yay! That doesn't mean you get any credit.
That's a pound back. Yeah.
No, doesn't work that way.
Hey? Why don't I get a pound back?
It will be a universal contribution.
Oh, look at that. So again, these celeriac, I've just steamed them for about an hour and 15, and then they've been in the egg, just sitting at 110, just resting sort of thing. They are looking. Bit of honey, bit of chilli, bit of lemon juice, give it a little bit of spike. I'm then just going to chop them up. Looking lovely. Right, give those a few more minutes. We're going to do one more flatbread and then we'll start pulling stuff together.
Okay.
Can you recap on the sauce for the celeriac, please?
Sauce for the celeriac, recap. Yes, no worries. Honey, chilli, lime, lemon juice. Simple as. So, just a bit bigger than a golf ball. But not as big as...
It's a hockey ball.
Is that a hockey ball?
Yeah.
I don't know what else it's...
Hockey ball is not as big as a cricket ball.
Okay, not as big as a cricket ball. There you go, not as big as a tennis ball. Oh, who knows?
Can we get away from the size
Yeah.
of balls, please?
Easy. I've got to put these things up on YouTube. I'll get banned.
Oh.
Yeah. So you want to roll them out. You want to get them so they're about a pound coin, thickness. Thinner the better, really, because they're going to puff right up. Always bring this chopping board out. It's got the V. It makes rolling really difficult. You need a flat chopping board, not one with a runoff for your meat juices. So I'll just cut the edge there. Who else we got on?
So Martin Hawkins has been on and gone. He's gone to tee off.
Oh, morning Martin, apart from you're going to miss it. So Martin, who I went and went fishing with. Had a great day.
Rob Widley,
Morning Rob.
Stu Simpson,
Morning Stu.
Craig Perkis, Tanya Beggs, TD Joyner,
Wow, loads of newbies.
Would Olin Cardo do?
No, I'll carry on rolling, but you carry
Lunchin
on.
Munchin, Knox Fly Guy, Jane Bleakley, Karen Truelove, Boston Barbecue, Fox Cub Star,
Boston Barbecue. Who's
Boston
Barbecue?
Barbecue.
Boston. I think it's
Alex
Boston.
Pemberton,
Morning Alex.
Ocas Pocus,
Morning,
Joanne
Alex
Phillips, hang on, Mike in York, Cornish Carnivore,
Wow.
Smiley's Grub Hub,
Smiley's Grub Hub, love that.
Apes 26, Damien Norton.
Morning
Paul-
Damien. Damien. It's had 2 eggs from me. Here we are, I'm going to put this one in Andy. So.
Okay, coming. That's a pound.
Ah.
So, yeah.
Wow. We're going international. I think that I know who that is. That's somebody who wants to buy a LetzQ tandoor ring from us and wonders how long it's going to take to ship or how much it's going to cost.
Look how quick that's going.
Yeah. Bubbling up beautifully. You right there?
Yeah.
I'll give it a little spin. Oop. So the technique to spinning is not mine. You leave one.
Sorry.
It's really hard. You're supposed to put it under one edge and then sort of leave it round. I'm rubbish at it. I think we'll give that a little bit. I might give them the other one, the Duff one.
Yeah, give them the Duff one.
Can you see how quickly that's rising? I mean, they're only thin. beautiful. It's a bit like a naan, a bit like a flatbread. I think they're going to be good. Turn it one more time. Oh, I'm rubbish at this.
Is it because we're the other way round? Normally on the other side. I don't know. I'm just trying to help you out.
Look at that. That's not bad.
That's all right.
Yeah, let's give them that one. Slightly less done. See what they think of the flatbread. It's nice and doughy. There you go.
Enjoy.
Puffy.
Wouldn't like that.
Good texture. Cooked enough.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah. Oh, look at the bubbles in it. It's great. Like that. Do you want a bit, Andy?
Yeah, that'd be
Oh,
nice.
no.
And in the
That
pot,
just cost me £1.
13.
Thank you.
Oh, that's nice. Right.
Mm.
Ignore that. I'm just going to tidy up a tiny bit because I've made a huge mess. And then we're going to put together a really quick salad to go with our lamb, which is cooking away. Oh yeah, they've both risen a bit. That's good. The celeriac's good. Apologies if somebody, Jeanette's on. She was expecting. Oh, she's not on. She was expecting our pork chop rotisserie. I will do that. I forgot to get the pork chops out of the freezer, so you can't have pork chops if they're frozen. Simple. Right. Let's get this out of the way. So, really simple salad. Bit of a cheat, really. I've just got some yellow and red baby tomatoes, a little pot of pesto.
Oh, nice.
I'm going to put the pesto through it. And it's as simple as that.
Is that it?
That's it. No,
Wowzers.
I might put a little bit of extra basil in.
I reckon even I could knock that up.
Yeah, I reckon you can manage that. You cook all right.
Nah, let's not talk. It's all about ring, smoke, fire cooking.
Put a bit of basil in there just to give it a little extra bit of colour. I mean, pesto's full of basil anyway. Right, so this is our salad. So this is going to go on the end. I'm not going to put it all on. A little bit of that. Perfect. You see how our lamb and our beef are doing. Oh yeah, much better colour. 43, could do with a bit more. Tiny bit. I might call it and take a bit off and then we can put it back on. Just want people to see it. The ends are going to be perfect. So, oh, look at that. Yeah, a little bit. Could do with a tiny bit more, but we'll come back to that. Oh, hang on. We're going over. I'm going to have a drink over there. Yeah.
So, Stu Simpson says, when you use tin foil to clean cast iron, do you then oil it and put it in the oven? Because he says he can't seem to get rid of the brown dust.
Yeah, no, I would use a wet cloth just to wipe out anything that's left in that pan after I've scrubbed it with a tin foil, and then use a piece of towel with some oil on just to oil it. I don't put it back in the oven. You can sit there with the oil on just to really light coating. It'll stop it rusting. So yeah, but once you've seasoned them and you've done it a lot, our little cast iron pans are big green egg pans. There's no rust on them. There's nothing on them. I don't have to do that. They get themselves seasoned and they're brilliant. I was just washing one up earlier, and I do wash them. I put them in with a thing. I washed one this morning. Thank you, Andrea. Got it right. That's £1 back. She's saying I do wash them up.
Oh God, I wish I'd been here to see that.
Yeah, so I did wash up a pan this morning, and they always wash up so well. Anyway, right. Thanks for that, team. Let's have a look at our celeriac. Oh, I get so much grief.
Oh,
Go on, you go.
Oh, I'm there.
I'm just going to grab a tiny bit more for baste, and then I'm going to take them off. Oh, they're looking lush. I'm going to take this. I've got to take that one off because it's the first one. Let's take it off and chop it and see what it looks like.
Are your aprons on the website?
Our aprons should be on the website, but when we went on holiday, I put them out of stock, and I've forgotten to put them back in stock. Okay. I'll put them back in stock this afternoon. Yep, and we've got stock. We will also have this week. We're also going to have. I'm going to put this one back on. our meters will come back into stock, which is going to be great. So I'm just going to chop down through the middle. Meters will come back into stock, but we're going to be doing the block, but the 2 probe block. So it's a lot cheaper than buying the 4 probe one, but you get the Wi-Fi. So I think it's going to be quite a nice way of doing it. Right. It's all sticky and gooey. I might make a bit more sauce and just drizzle it over, because this. Oh, take some of these, lay them out. Go in the middle with this. So nicely kirked, nice crispy gooey outside. Just going to get a bit more honey and run it over there, a bit more chilli over the top.
Oh, might just have to say apologies, it's got really breezy again, so
yeah,
we might.
Yeah, we almost put the mics on, but then I remembered I hadn't charged them. A little bit chilli. Celeriac, a little bit of honey, oh, when you got that, looks nice. Right, done. Move that out of the way for a second. I'm going to take these off, I'm going to slice a bit so you can see, but then we'll put it back on to finish it. So the end should be done nicely, so let's do it. Bit of beef. Now, obviously, much better if you rest it, but we haven't got time.
Oh, Mindful Belly has confirmed that audio is crystal clear.
Oh, perfect.
So he's heard exactly how much money we've raised for Run for Teddy. Yay!
That's right. We will do it.
We will do a donation.
Yeah, we will definitely be doing that, Paul. Call me out if I don't. There you go. Yeah, well, I'm sure it is. Right. Oh no, that's looking lush.
Oh.
Oh, can you see the little spirals going through it? Right, we're getting to the point where it's getting to be quite rare in the middle, but that, for our little salad over there, to go on the top, is beautiful. I've got a bit of string there. Hang on. Yeah, when you cut it, watch out for the string. There you go. That, oh, I'm chuffed to bits with that. I'll finish that in a minute. And we'll just wipe this down, we'll get a bit of lamb. So it's just running, it's not that. Beautiful. Right, lamb. Off the Mini Max, rolled, spun, brilliant, spun well. Mini Max is great as a rotisserie. You just can't do some of the bigger bits. Oop, but it's stuck on there. Let me put that out of the way. Now, I need another glove just to take that off. And then we'll take a little bit of this lamb rump. Looking forward to this. Let's just cut that. Again, you should rest it at home. I haven't got time. A little bit pink, but we'll go with that. Come back for that. Right. So it's going to go onto our flatbread. Oh. We're going to put on. I should have put it on a second. Let me just put that over there for a second. There we go, some tzatziki. We'll have a bit of our pickled red onion. This is so nice. Now we can go back on with our lamb. Beautiful. We'll have a little bit of coriander just to give it some colour. Tiny bit of chilli over the top, I think, just to make it look pretty. So, there we go. Anything I'm missing, forgot to put on. You could put some tomatoes with that. Let's just make a few things as well. Perfect. Let me just wipe my hands.
Yeah.
And I will tell you what we've done. Move that along. There we go. Wipe down. Lovely.
Ready? Go for it.
So we have a rotisserie lamb rump on a flatbread with some tzatziki, some pickled red onion, bit of chilli. We've got a celeriac roast with a honey and chilli coating. And then we've got Italian salad with a rolled beef skirt. Really cheap cut. So beef skirt about 12, 14 quid a kilo. Beef rump, double that. And beef, if you want a piece of ribeye, is triple the price of this. So, yeah, I think that looks pretty nice. All on the rotisserie. I think that's cool. And the rotisserie's in stock. So, let's take this over. What do we think of that?
That looks very good.
Take this out of the way. I'm going to clear it up. Go on, you should nick a bit of rump or a bit of that. It's going to be chewy, that one. The other one's better cooked.
You like that?
Yeah. I haven't even tried it. I'm going to see what the outside is. Oh yeah. Oh, the honey's nice from there. Needs a little bit more, that one. I should have taken the one from the other end, but it was further down the skewer. So, but yeah, we'll carry on doing those. But that finished that off nicely. And this looks stunning.
Yeah.
So we got a tiny bit of a white. Oh, it's got a good kick. Anyway, so 3 things just to show you how easy it is to rotisserie on the egg. Perfect. Right, I think that's it. Anything I need to say?
Good luck to Paul tomorrow.
Yeah. Good luck, Paul.
Yeah.
Thinking of you.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's have your ideas of Christmas cooks.
I'll have the telly on, see if I can see you.
We are, any other suggestions for cocktails?
Cocktails, yeah, mama cocktails. We've
So
got,
far, we've got a Negroni, a Long Island iced
we've got
tea,
Ben's one as well. We've got to go back to
and
Farmer
a
Ben
Oh yes, that was
because he had a really good one.
Really?
Yeah,
that
yeah,
was a
yeah.
Prosecco cocktail, wasn't it?
Yeah, so we must do that.
Oh, yes.
Hi Rob, Rob's barbecue.
Morning, Rob's Barbecue. Watch Rob. He does some superb cooks as well. More followers than us, but we'll work that out.
And he likes to do a little dance.
And Rob, we were talking to Sue and saying that the 3 of us should get together and do something. I know that's 2 from Team Red and 1 from Team Green, but we'll work that bit out. Anyway.
Yeah, I think that's it.
Perfect.
So no cook next week.
No cook next week. We've got visitors over from the States. Unfortunately, well, not unfortunately, that's really good, but unfortunately we won't be able to do the cook.
And then we'll be back following.
And then we'll be back on the following week. What we're going to do is release a schedule showing when we'll be doing them, and we're looking at, it looks like it's pretty much every other week, which will mean our 100th cook will come to the spring. Anyway, perfect. So there you have it, today's cook.
Well
Take
done,
care,
Nick.
people.
Very good.
We'll see. Have a great week, and we will see. I'm around all week this week. I don't think I'm doing anything. So, do you want to buy? Yeah, long to-do list. So anyway, give us a shout if there's anything you need, and I look forward to talking to you soon. Thanks, team. Thank you, everybody.